Okay, for real, for real. No,
All right,
no
for real.
games, no games.
All right,
Let's
dead
go. That ass B.
See, how you gonna say that and then expect me not to laugh? Okay, I'm goofy by nature. All right. Thank you for tuning in to the DBYT podcast. I'm Taisha, and today we have Lady.
Hey guys. Oh my gosh, it's ladies piercings. I'm representing for Covington, Georgia, and I'm representing for Jersey. Yeah.
You heard her. So, she is a tattoo artist. Make sure y'all come in, check her out. She be having the deals all the time. Y'all need to make sure y'all read the caption, because I know y'all don't be reading, because y'all don't be reading mine.
Lord, reading is fundamental.
Ain't it, though? But today, we are going to talk about her story as a tattoo artist and a little bit of personal loss, a little bit of resilience, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So, we're going to get right back into it. Give a little background about how you got into the tattooing industry.
All right. So, of course, piercing and tattooing goes hand in hand. Growing up, I have an older brother. He already was doing tattoos already. So that was kind of like, you know, something that was familiar.
Yeah.
But that wasn't something that I always wanted to do. Like, I didn't come out the cooch, like, already, like, oh, yeah, tattoos and piercings. But eventually, going through some things, going through high school, getting out of high school, it kind of just started, you know, just calling my name a little bit. And down the line, I ended up meeting some great people that, you know, kind of pulled me in and gave me a lot of pointers where I started loving it a little more than, you know, just like a bubble.
Yeah.
Just like an idea, like, oh, what if I did do it, you know? So, yeah, that's kind of how it started. I would say Lance Davis, that's my baby. Rest in peace to him. But he's definitely a big impact on, you know, why I tattoo a little harder today and actually stick to it.
Now, you say you didn't come out wanting to do this. What did you initially want to do, or what did you see yourself doing?
Being a hoochie mom.
Oh, my God.
Nah, I'm just... nah.
She said, I'm certified.
Nah, for sure. Okay, so, for real, so I lost my parents at a young age. I was 12 when I lost my dad, and I was 15 when I lost my mom. So I would say nursing was something that I did want to end up doing before my dad passed, because he was definitely like on bed rest, and he was always like, Niyah, get your ass down here, or like, pass me that little, or take my blood pressure, something.
So you was slick a little nursing training.
Yeah, something like that. You know, we was taking, you know, like people with diabetes, they be having to check their blood, and, you know, you got to put the little needle, the little prick. Back then it was like the little, then you got to put it in the little tube, and then you got to put the tube in the little thing. But, yeah, I say I was definitely like, I still am. I love people. I love to just tend to their needs, try and make their day a little better. You never know what somebody's going through.
Yeah.
And what impact you could have on their day, you know?
I like that. The crazy part, you said diabetes. I'm a diabetic.
Yo,
so,
like, that
so
life right there is a tough life, for real. Like,
yeah.
Y'all got to be careful with anything y'all do. Somebody was telling me the other day, I was buying, like, beauty supplies from her, and she was telling me that her friend went and got her toes done from the Chinese, but they was using, like, the little grater.
Did they cut her?
Yeah, it cut her, but she didn't heal properly. Like, y'all don't heal properly when y'all get, like, wounds and stuff.
Yeah.
So she ended up having to get her foot amputated, and then she passed away after that. And I was just like, God.
Yeah, it go crazy.
It's serious out here, like, for real.
That's why I said, that's what that little device. Oh, like, let me check my sugar before we start.
Nah, for sure. It done got a little more techie. I seen somebody in my Uber today. It's so crazy. We talking about that. I guess he had like a patch over his arm or something. He just pulled it out and just put it up to his arm. But yo, like back then, I know I used to have to break down the kit. It used to be like these little white tabs where you put the blood in, and then you put the blood into the little, what tells you, you know, how much levels or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Um, yo, he had like a jar. My daddy had like a jar full of them little things.
Like the syringes and all
Yeah,
the,
like he
yeah.
used to have to take insulin.
Yeah.
All type of stuff, you know. But I'm with all that. Yeah.
You did speak on a couple people that you lost. Did you want to get into that a little bit?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
That's, you know.
So, all right. What was that like emotionally? Like, you said like 3 people.
My life is an emotional roller coaster, yo. Emotional roller coaster. Wait, what? I forgot that song. Whatever that song is, that's facts. It's up and downs, man. I be having to pull myself out of some crazy situations. But one thing I can say, I've gotten a little better with it. But you know, it's nothing like losing somebody that, especially like mom and dad for me kind of like did it.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. It kind of put me in a different little era of my life, kind of like a forceful, like I always been ahead of my time. Always.
Yeah.
Always was looking at niggas like, yeah, you tripping. Like my daddy's 7 years old. Like my oldest sister's like 50 something. So like the people in my age group, I never really was with them. I was always with like the seniors. I was the freshman with the seniors.
Right.
Nah, for real. And like, I don't know. Like I said, it just kind of gave me a different. I don't know how to explain it. Like it just gave me something different about myself. Like I actually know how it feels to be at my lowest and try and still go day to day like nothing is bothering me.
Right.
You know? And then it's like losing. I thought that my mom was going crazy when my dad passed first. So I was like kind of hard on my mom. That's something I do regret a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, when I see her again, I'll be able to look, you can beat my ass. I'm sorry, you feel me? But like, I always thought she was like tripping, like a lot of shit that she was doing when my dad passed. But losing my boyfriend in 2022 and actually like being there when it happened, that right there, that's something that's like kind of unmatchable. Like that feeling gives you like a cold little like, you know. But how I know I'm real different is because, like I said, you know, going day to day, it's not like I'm forgetting anybody, but sometimes I sit and I try to put things in the back of my mind so I can be able to function, you know, and still try and just keep the ball rolling. Like, one thing about it, the world don't stop for nobody. And it's a lot of people. That's what I was saying. Like, it's a different world when you can actually sit and deal with people because everybody has something going on. My sister, business partner, friend, she was talking the other day and we was in here and she was saying, always look at life like if God was to have all of us in one room, and he said, put your problems on the table. And everybody put their problems on the table and he shuffled the problems around and said, now pick. You don't know what you picking.
Right.
But if you pick somebody else's problems and it's like, you looking at it like, damn, like my life wasn't as bad, you know?
Exactly.
Or whatever the case may be. But moral of the story, I just, you know, it's small things to a giant. Everybody's gonna leave. Everybody's gonna leave. You know, it just kind of sucks with who does. But, you know.
Because everybody got their time.
Right.
So.
You know. But, hey, all you can do for real, and that's one thing I stand on. Like, when I did lose my my boyfriend, I always, right now, because, you know, that's another thing, too. Like, it's 2 years later. It's about to be his 2nd year anniversary on the 28th that he passed away. But dating's been so weird, you know.
Weird in what way? Like, do you see things differently when you dating these men?
Yeah, like, I had to kind of get out of trying to do the comparing shit.
Okay. Okay.
dating just in a whole has been weird because it's like, should I move on? Am I moving on? I don't want to move on. I'm not moving on. But it's like I'm not really moving on. It's just I know that for a fact God allowed me to be in this person's life. God allowed me, and I'm blessed to have known him for the time that he was here,
Right.
or that time that we knew each other. So it's like it's so many different things. Like, man, like my mind just be everywhere. But yeah, dating is weird as shit. Like, now, I'm not even gonna lie. It just, I just want to be in that point where I'm just happy because I know that I have so much going on.
Yeah.
I have to be with somebody that's like gonna keep me leveled, you know. We both can't be crazy. Like, I know people be crazy, but like I gotta be the only one that's crazy. You feel me? Cause like,
you gotta diffuse the situation.
Yeah,
I'm the situation.
I'm the one bouncing off the walls. Like, and I be calm too. So it's like my demeanor is calm, but it's like inside. Like, if somebody was like in my head, or like we could see, there's like a person that's fucking jumping around and fucking doing. There's like fucking 8,000 windows open, like a window screen in my head. Like, it's like.
The only thing I see right now is SpongeBob going crazy with the
files.
files.
Like, for real, like what the? That's me, like, for real, yo. But like, I don't know what we getting at, but just life is crazy. That's what I was saying. One thing I always do right now, to represent representation. When I lost him, I was in the hospital room because he was in a coma for a little second, and I'll never forget, somebody told me, they was like, when you lose certain things, like growing up, my dad was blind. He was half blind. But it's like when you lose a sense, another one gets stronger.
Right, okay.
So, they were telling us in the hospital room, they were like, man, look, he might not be up and his eyes might not be open, but his heart is beating. And I'm pretty sure that he can hear what's going on. He's just not coherent. And I'll never forget, I sat there and I made him a promise, like, I'm just like, yo, I promise you I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to hold this shit down. I promise you, like, it's PML tattoos forever, you feel me? Like, they're gonna know you.
Yeah.
Like, you being gone, it's all right, but you not gone. And that's how I look at it with my parents too. Like, everything I do is an image of all three of them, my parents and Lance, and that's just my life. Like, for real. It's definitely, anytime she'll tell you, like, me and my assistant, that's my dog.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. She's like a fucking angel that fell from heaven, because I started, like, booming a little bit with the tattoos and piercings, like, a little more than usual. And, man, I be needing help. Like, I be in the chair. You seen how I just was when you just came in here.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be doing one person's piercing a tattoo, and then it'd be like 3 people at the door, and I just be like, ugh. Like, that little. Remember when they did that SpongeBob meme when it was like, ugh. Like, he was like a caveman. Soon as somebody walks through the door, I'd be like, ugh. Like, hold on, I got you. Just because, people be impatient sometimes, and not even just about the impatient. It's just like, shit, they walking into something that they don't know what's going on either, So I be trying to put my foot in everybody's shoes. And hell yeah, like, she be helping me out. Like, every time we go to an event, it's PML tattoos. We got the outfits, PML tattoos, shirt, PML tattoos. I got little cards, little booklets with his work.
You're gonna have to give me something. I gotta.
Nah, for sure.
Like.
But hell yeah, that's me. That's that's what my life is about. I'm like, family oriented, and I think that's what I was saying too. The dating is weird because it's like, I be wanting to, oh, my boyfriend passed away, my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I currently have a boyfriend, so I be having to think too, like, damn, do this nigga feel some type of way when I be wanting to vent? Or do this nigga feel some type of way when I be like my boyfriend?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it just be like a whole bunch of just weird shit in one. But you gotta, one thing I realized, to deal with me, you gotta take me for as I am.
No, dead ass.
You know? You gotta take me for as I am, because I have been through a lot.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't be me if I haven't been through what I've been through.
I'm glad that you said that, because a lot of people don't really understand that part. Like, they want you to kind of come in, be like, oh, I'm a clean slate, like,
yeah,
but it's not that.
And that's what a lot of people think too, because they want you to come in. It's like 50-50. They want you to come in and they want you to be like, oh, well, shit, it's been 2 years. You shouldn't even be on that no more. I'll forever be on it.
Right.
Know?
No, I understand completely.
It just gets a little easier, but even when I say it gets a little easier, it's kind of easier said than done, because I still have days where I just be like fucked up. You know, even by my parents too, because it be like little situations like, I ain't got no kids yet.
Yeah.
My first baby, like, won't even know their grandparents. You know, even if I was to get married, I don't have a father to walk me down the aisle. You know, shit like that. Or even with the tattoos with Lance, it's like, fuck, nigga, you supposed to be here. Goddamn, I got 3 people in the hallway. Goddamn, fucking stressed the fuck out. Like, you know? So, yeah, but I do look at him as a great friend.
Yeah.
Growing now more so than ever. I always be telling people, like, you know, like my boyfriend. But as I'm getting older, like I said, this is his 2nd year anniversary or whatever. And it's crazy because it's the day after my birthday. It's on Monday. My birthday is Sunday.
You Scorpio. Big Scorp, me too.
You know, yeah, that's probably why we vibe so much. But that's kind of like that's crazy. It's been like a little struggle for me too, because it's like, damn, like, how can I sit here and enjoy a day that I was born on my birthday and have all this fun, and then the next day I'm fucked up.
Right.
You know? And even like when it happened in 2022, like, literally, it kind of fucked me up, because I was like, my wish, I'm like, yeah, I'm running to Grady. I'm like, I'm just getting off work, because we had a tattoo shop that we opened up. Man, I'm like, fuck, I got to get to Grady, hurry up. It's almost my birthday. I'm like, I just want to spend my birthday with him, you feel me? So I get there, and his family's like, yeah, you can go in. We know it's your birthday. You know, we're going to let you spend, you know, your little time with him or whatever, because we had to take, like, turns or whatever. Man, I'm like, look, I'm holding his hand. I'm like, shit, my only wish is that you just open them eyes, you feel me, come back. Man, the next day when they said that shit, it kind of just fucked me up a little bit, but it kind of gave me a little feeling like, did you stay just, you know, like, with me until my birthday? Or, like, what was going on? You know, you never know. I don't question.
Right.
I used to, my daddy was the first one to go. I used to question so hard. Why this? Why that?
Especially as a child.
Gave my mother hell. But, I mean, now it's more so like, sheesh, man. I mean, I gotta take it and just put it on my back.
Yeah.
And still trying to, like, keep everything going. Because, I mean, shoot, one day it'll be me. Yeah. You know? And I don't want people to sit around, like, honestly, it sounds crazy. And that's why I say, like, you gotta have, like, dark humor, too. It sounds very crazy. But I don't want my people to be like, shit, like, Niyah would have wanted to be here. Niyah would have wanted this. I ain't gonna lie. Niyah is missing people. Like, not like that, like, you know, like, I'm ready to go or anything, but life is stressful, y'all. Like, for real. Life is great. Life is cool. Everything's sweet, peachy.
Yeah.
Even on the bad days. But, like, man, I'm such a daddy's girl. I'm such, like, I lost the chorus.
Yeah.
And I think that has, like, changed my outlook on a lot. And Niyah is ready to be with who she knows loves her. You know, like, I know people love me, but, like, ain't nothing like that daddy, that mommy love. And then it's like, shoot, like, man, bruh, I'm so thankful for Lance. I really am. I feel like I definitely was supposed to meet him.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, that was something that I needed in my life. He gave me a little more structure, a lot of structure, you know, especially coming into the tattoo business. Most definitely.
What's some of your biggest like lessons that you learned from each of them?
Um, Yo, I ain't gonna lie. My daddy definitely taught me to hustle.
Yeah.
My dad hustle. Like, that was an entrepreneur type of man right there. He taught me to hustle. Now, my mother definitely taught me, like, belt to ass. She was, like, my dad was whooping ass too, but, like, my mom, she gave that little, like, nigga, you feel me? Like, don't let nobody play with you. And I say from Lance taught me discipline, man. Like, handle business.
Yeah.
Handle business, regardless of anything. Like, we come from, and that was another thing too. Like, just, I think that's why we clicked so hard, because it was like his life was kind of like my life in a way. It's
Yeah.
kind of in a way like
a mirror type.
Yeah, like, you know, like, shoot, we both, not to say like we didn't come from anything. I always say I came from nothing, but I don't mean that I came from nothing, because I feel like people that do say that don't give that that shine that they're supposed to be given on the people that actually did things in life. So I wouldn't say I came from nothing, but it's people out here that say they came from nothing, and they came from, like, and not to say I envy those people, but like, they really came from, like, shit, they came out the coochie rich.
They had a different
platform. Like, their life
yeah.
was different. Like, their parents really, like, you know, set them straight. But I had to actually get this shit for real.
Yeah.
You know, I had to get out here, really build something for myself, build a name for myself. And it's like meeting him was just like the same, like, you know, like our families weren't rich, but they weren't poor, you know?
Yeah.
And you could be rich in spirit, and that'll be like all you need.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what makes you type of situation. And that's how I look at it now. It's more so like, I know for a fact I might not have the bread richness, but I know my spirit, my mind, my soul, just how I carry myself, that is what makes me rich.
Yeah.
That's the ball changer right there. Like, you know, I could step into a room and, you know,
people gonna
I might not have
you.
it. Yeah, I might not have it, but it's crazy, like, that you say that. Like, I know for a fact I've seen it before. And not to say, you know, like, shit, I ain't got the money that I need right now, but I ain't hurting, but I know if I don't keep, you know, a disciplined track, that where it could lead me.
Yeah.
But I know I could walk into a room right now, and a motherfucker will be like, the way she hold herself, though, the way she speak, like, shoot, like, I could do something with that, you know? Or, you know, like, you know, she's trainable, or, like, never stop learning. Like,
she
that's
a student.
One thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm willing to, like, yo, I want a millionaire friend. So I'm like, shit, like,
Man,
what did you do? What am I doing wrong? Teach me.
Please.
Yo, like, what? Like, come on, man.
People don't understand the importance of having that, like, that top 5 people around you. Those people are so important, because they really do influence a lot of the things, the way that you think, the way that you talk, the way that you carry yourself. Mm-hmm. And I know some people are like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's not the same. It does matter.
It does. I used to kind of clash with my mom when it came to that. But and that's, that's another reason why, like, I kind of wish that my parents were still here.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of shit that these niggas be telling us, for real, and it don't take you until you get older to really be like, damn, like, them niggas was not tripping. Like, bro, life is cold. Like, for real. Like, but me and my mom used to go at it, because she'll be like, yo, birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
No, I used to be like, no, the fuck they don't. 'Cause I'm not a hoe. I'm not like her. She'd be like, yeah, but your friend's a hoe. So you know what that makes you? A hoe. I'd be like, nah.
She said, you a hoe by association.
Nah, for sure. Because, like, come on. That's the same thing. If you rob somebody, or you go rob a bank, and you the driver,
mm-hmm.
you may not have been in the bank.
You an
But
accomplice.
you drove them niggas away. You is associated.
Yeah.
You going to jail with them niggas. Like,
That's why
for
it's
real.
so important, for real. Like, and then the energy that people carry, like, man, when I get around.
Somebody just called my name. Oh, goodness.
She finna get her shade. Okay, everybody. Damn. We back.
Yeah, we're back. I got a little touch up too.
Hey, Shawty look good. Does she not? Yeah, go ahead and drop that in the comments. She do a little thumbs up, a little star, something. Give me something.
Thanks.
All right, so we're going to jump right back into it. We're going to more so move towards your career as a tattoo artist. What? My brain. Don't start acting crazy. So my first question is, what inspired you to become a tattoo artist, and what was your journey like?
All right, so what inspired me was, for one, I always say that tattooing saved my life. God. Yeah, because I was doing a lot of unnecessary things. It was kind of crazy a little bit.
What's the craziest thing? See, you got me curious. One of the craziest things. It don't got to be the craziest.
I caught my first felony at 17.
Okay.
I'm going to just leave it at that.
That's
it was
fine.
The stupidest shit ever. Ever. Never be like me.
Did you get an expunge off your record?
It was the first offenders.
Okay.
So they usually, like, don't count that or some shit like that. So, I mean, yeah. But that was horrible. But I'm not going to lie, when I came home from all that and got all of that situated 5 years later, getting off probation, shit. And all that money I spent on it is crazy. Like, I damn near spent, like, $18,000 in total of everything. And that's crazy. But what inspired me to, get into the tattoo career lifestyle, I actually wanted something that I could make money off of legit.
Right.
Something that one would always be around.
And it will be. She been so busy.
Yo, oh my gosh. Not to mention, we just freaking took like a 30-minute to an hour break because I had to take care of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted something with my name on it. Growing up with my sister, she was always like the, I forgot what it was called back then growing up. But it was like this program, the STAR program or something like that, where if your IQ or, like your GPA was a certain level, you were put in that.
Like Quest?
Yes.
Okay.
Like Quest.
Okay.
I never was a Quest kid.
I tested, but I was a poor test taker.
Yes, I suck at that shit. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
But it's like my mind be everywhere, So I began real anxious, and I ain't gonna lie, like I hated school. I love to learn, but I think just the structure was cool, like what school was cool, like what they was trying to get us to understand going to school, why you need to go to school is great, but it's just for me, I don't know, I have a lot of stuff going on. I was like one of those want to make money, get in the world.
Right.
I wouldn't say the streets, but yeah, it was
real life stuff.
It was a little bit of that too, but like I wanted to get in the world, But you do need to learn certain things. But anyways, more of the story. Growing up, my sister was the one that was coming home with all of these freaking, diplomas and all of these little certificates.
Yeah.
And, my folks would come to the school and I'd be probably like, be on the road. Like, I ain't never failed. Never was doing shit like that. But it was always, like, a little under my sister. Like, she was the one that was coming with, like, 6, 7 papers. I probably had, like, 2, maybe 1, Like,
yeah.
they're like, yeah, she's doing good. But they'd be like, yeah, but her sister, she's doing fucking great. She's doing amazing. Oh, man. Like, but yeah. I just want something with my name on it.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, tattooing caught my attention. I'm like, I could do it, you know? And I just started, like, going around. Like, I was doing free piercings out of my garage for, like, I think maybe, like, half a year.
Right.
And then it went on to my godmom's house. And then from my godmom's house, this dude named Reggie, Dope Inc., he hit me up one day. And this was like a year after I've been doing piercings, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, yo, like, everybody gotta learn. I'm 7 years in. This is not for the weak. This is not for the weak. If you know for a fact you're not gonna put in that work to learn to fix mistakes that you have done, or to just learn about your craft, period, I wouldn't do what you claim you want to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta put in the work and understand that growth just for you to be able to come out on top and actually grow from something. And I'm appreciative that, I mean, I hate to say it, but shit, I was fucking people up. Like, the first 2 years, maybe, like, my first year was crazy. Like,
yeah,
I was horrible.
But you had to learn from that. Like, you had to get
that
experience.
Yeah, because now it's like, I was just telling my assistant the other day, like, a lot of people want to be fast. They want to be so quick. They want to just, you know, get you in and out, but they're not accurate.
Right.
It's something about being accurate and fast. That's what makes you different. I just feel like you got to just make sure it's right the first time.
Yeah.
Get it done right the first time. You don't have to worry about fixing something. But to do that, you have to put in that work. You feel me? Like, shit, if you got to read hella books, you got to go through. I've always been that person. I'm 7 years in, but I still, if somebody was to post right now, I'm doing a class.
You gonna go?
I'm gonna go.
That's smart because
I'm gonna go. It's different techniques.
Literally, it's so much to learn, and on top of that, it's like you can't learn if you don't fail. I feel like failure is more of a, all right, you mess up again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna teach you faster than you always just.
And failing is not scary. You can't look at it like that. You got to look at it like, what are you gonna do from there?
Exactly.
And that's kind of like, if I mess something up, I was telling my assistant that too the other day. We like, when you walked in, that table that was full of everything, she's taking the class right now. So I was just telling her, like, you know, when you mess up on something, it's like kind of telling you it's things you need to work on. You know, you gotta always give yourself that self discipline, that self constructive criticism.
There you go.
Because that's what's gonna help you. Like, you can't always walk around and be like, yo, I'm fire, or you know, I'm the
knowing
best.
That you warm.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, yeah, you a little cold, actually.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, you gotta do a little better. I remember I was in a tattoo shop for like a few years after Reggie hit me up. I went on to like my second or third tattoo shop.
Yeah.
And Reggie helped me a lot too. He basically pulled me in from the house, like when I was working out of the house at my godmom's house. And I'm like, yo, he hit me up. He said one of his piercers, you know, like, were leaving, whatever the case may be. And he was looking for a piercer.
Right.
He was like, I like your work. It looks very clean. But prior, like I said, my brother, he does tattoos.
Right.
So he was kind of giving me tips. My work will be, like, bloody and all this and that. He'd be like, yo, he'll comment on a picture, he'll be like, delete this shit. It's bloody. It's nasty. Nobody wants to see no shit like that. But if I really think about it, like, if you look at certain pages, like, you look up piercings, type in #piercings, ATL piercings, you're going to choose somebody that has a clean portfolio over somebody that looks a little sloppy, you know?
Or just posting everything that they done did.
Right, exactly.
You gotta display your best work.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all about, you know, the image. It's all about it being done correct. It's all about how they heal if they're coming back. That's my thing. I'm all big on experience. I want to give you the memory of the experience. I want you to come back.
Right.
I don't, you know, like, even if you don't come back, I still want you to have that,
refer me to somebody.
Yeah, you know, like, that good little Like if somebody was to say, oh shit, like your tattoo looks dope. Oh yeah, I ain't been back to shorty. You feel me? Maybe you just not into tattoos no more. But she's fire. I would recommend her.
Exactly.
Alright, cool. You feel me? But yeah, yo. Shit. Like my third tattoo shop. That's where I met Lance at. He was one of them niggas too. Like I swear, I started doing tattoos. I was the piercer for that shop on Glenwood. I was only doing piercings. I had done like a couple tattoos previously, just dipping, dabbling into it, whatever, from the previous shops. But I wanted to start taking it serious. I started taking it serious on Glenwood. And every tattoo I put out for like the majority of the time that I was there at Glenwood, niggas was like it was ass. Oh my God. Like, bro, every tattoo I was putting, I was like, damn, that shit ass as fuck. That's such a fucked up feeling, but at the same time, it's like, I gotta do better.
Yeah.
I gotta show these niggas that I'm not ass. I'm not
She said
ass.
that was my motivation, and like, that's when I had to turn up.
It was like, shit, like, you know, like, shit, I gotta clean shit up. I gotta, pace myself a little more, get a little sturdier hand. I could say now, like, my work isn't the best work, but it's way better than what it used to be.
And that's great, though.
And that's enough for me.
Yeah.
I just know that it's going to get better. And, you know, I still got a lot of things to work on, and I'm working on it.
Exactly. You active in your pursuit, so it only can get better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, factual.
So.
But I'm so glad that I could actually put out a piece now and it's not going to be, like, totally ass, you know?
Yeah.
Type shit.
Okay, so next question is, how do you think the industry of tattooing has changed since you've entered?
It definitely has changed a lot. I know with my age, I am 24. I was born in 2000. So I kind of have the best of both worlds. I really love that about myself because I kind of was seeing things go, seeing things in,
right,
and seeing things come in.
Right.
From like the 90s and shit like that, people that, or even like before the 90s, you feel me? Like tattooing go back far.
Yeah.
But just having an older brother, you know, that's always been in the game. He's like 30, maybe like 40 something. Coil machines, those were like the beginning. You feel me? Like what's on my face, it doesn't look like the one that's over there.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's a FK, but it has the wire. It's more so like a cordless machine.
Okay.
If I was to put like a little battery in it, I wouldn't need the cord. But I use the cord because it kind of punches a little harder. I like how it it's like a different volt. Okay. I don't know how to explain it.
It got more power to it.
But yeah, like if I was to put the battery in there, it's almost as if it doesn't give me like the coil machine punch. Like that cord gives me like that, like you know, get in there. I could pull one line and the line is fire.
Okay.
You know, like I wouldn't have to go back and touch that line again.
Right. Okay.
You know how some people, they pull a line and sometimes you gotta go back in there because the line ain't clean enough, you know, or whatever the case may be. But I would say it has changed a lot. I feel like social media has a part about that.
Okay.
Because it's now in everybody's face.
Man, what?
Yeah, it's in everybody's face now. So now it's like you got a kid that's online and, you know, they're not used to being around people that do tattoos. Like for me, I can honestly say I've been around, so I've seen like this shit ain't for the weak.
Right.
You know, like you gotta have tough skin to want to do some shit like this. I'm not even gonna lie.
Cause you working with people's body.
Yeah, like anything could happen. You know, somebody come back and they say, "Oh, well, I don't like this and that," or whatever the case may be. You gotta know how to deal with that. You know, cause that's your work.
Yeah.
But to somebody online, you feel me? It's there. You know, you can go online right now and go be like, "Oh shit, well, I just seen 3 tattoos pop up on my screen. I want to be a tattoo artist." They look like they make hella money.
Yeah, right. People don't be understanding how much people put into their craft. And that's why it's like hard. It's sometimes hard to explain when people don't do anything. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because just like somebody could come into my field and be like, oh, I want to do pictures.
Exactly.
It's just the camera,
Right.
but it's not. It's the technique. It's how
It's
I
the
see the world.
technique. It's everything that's in it. It's the blood, sweat, and tears.
Mhm.
It's the hard nights. It's dealing with people, they rudeness. It's dealing with a lot. Some days you're gonna have $0.
Yeah.
Some days you're gonna have a band. You know, it's so much that comes with it. And I think honestly that's something that has changed within the industry is because you got a lot of people now, and I don't know if it's just because we in Atlanta, because Atlanta's kind of big, and we're really saturated with tattoo artists and piercers as I've come up. Because when I started out, there was a lot of, because you feel me, I'm a 2000 baby. You feel me?
Right.
Like, I ain't that old. But
Nah.
But it wasn't too many tattoo artists for real in my area.
Right.
And you already know, coming from Covington, you feel me? Like, there was definitely like a few people that was
you knew
doing
by name,
tattoos,
yeah,
that was ringing bells and doing piercings. But it's like now I kind of see a lot more of it, and I think that's something that's changing is because now you got people. Don't get me wrong, I do my deals, but I don't want to do deals forever.
Right.
I want a different market, you know. And I told myself, even with, you feel me, like what I'm doing right now, my deals end October 31st.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I do deals, I try not to lowball myself.
Right.
Like that. I get it when you're first starting out, you know, hey, who wouldn't want a cheap tattoo because maybe it might be fucked up?
That's a give and take right there. So,
but at a certain point, when you're not on that no more,
mm-hmm.
and your work is you're actually learning your craft, you're doing better. Your materials, you're buying different materials, up that price.
Yeah,
you know,
your education, because even like you said, you will go to classes if need be. People don't understand, like, it's other stuff that we don't just go on YouTube all the time. Like,
correct.
It's other
it's
stuff.
A lot of YouTube tattoo artists,
yeah.
A lot of YouTube piercers, and I mean that's not bad, but you know it's like you're limiting yourself. You know, and I mean I've seen some people like that know how to draw, get into the industry, and they're really hard.
Right.
But I know some people that know how to draw and they get in the industry and it's like,
this ain't what they thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, you feel me? Like maybe it's the way the tattoo machine feels in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe it's a little different than drawing on paper.
Now I got a question. Okay, with different skin types, does that make the difference of how the tattoo comes out? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know why that was there, but it was
totally in capital letters.
Okay.
The fuck?
How should somebody prepare their skin before they come in?
It's no way possible.
No way possible. Okay,
I mean, just come with dry skin, if anything. Don't have no goddamn oil. We gonna clean you up anyways. But it's like, more so what I meant by that would be, you got people with rough skin.
Yeah.
You got people with smooth skin. You got people with saggy skin. You got bigger people, plus size people that they skin stretch.
Right.
People that's bony and their skin doesn't really stretch like that. You know, like, it's so many different things for real. But either way, that's where it comes in. You know, like, are you doing your homework?
Right.
Are you practicing for this shit? You know, like, anybody that steps in your chair, if you know that you are a tattoo artist, you should be able to. Somebody told me before, a great artist knows how to fix his mistakes. That's what makes him a great artist. You know? Even when you make that mistake, you should be able to fix it or have it to the point where nobody even knows that you made that mistake. You know? Kind of like singing. If you choke while you singing or some shit or something happens, you fall. Like how these artists be falling on stage, but they get back up like nothing happened. Like, yeah, like, you feel me? Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
like,
nah, because
you know?
When Beyonce did it in the Super Bowl, it's like, if you didn't know that she was falling, you would not have known.
Yeah, like,
she picked it up.
Hit a little roll on the floor real quick. Like,
Swing your hair, yeah.
That was part of the, you didn't even know.
That was
part
the
routine. Like, you know?
Okay, so coming into, like, most spaces we know is considered male-dominated. Did that intimidate you at first, or like was it nothing to you?
It has its days. Well, it had its days because I know right now. Well, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it has its day because I'm now at Don't Pink and Conyers as well. That's my second location.
Okay.
So I'm back in the crew with boys again. So, but for a minute I've been on my own, just doing my own little thing ever since Lance passed away. But when I was in the tattoo shop with boys, it's not intimidating. I think what it is like that we're males, you're a female.
Right.
We're better than you.
They
or, you know, like, I get it, you know, I feel it.
To an extent.
Yeah, and I don't even think like that for real. I just think we all human. Like, I hate to genderize some shit. Like, I hate people that do that. Like, when they be like, oh, well, bitches ain't shit. These niggas ain't shit either. You feel me? We all ain't
people,
shit.
Yeah,
We're
it's a
just,
people thing.
You know, like, in period, like, shit, they be like, certain people think like this, or some females are emotional. Men are emotional too.
Man,
men are emotional
I don't even
too.
want to
But
get. I know I don't want to get on that.
Growing up, they're forced because it's a lot of genderized situations.
Yeah.
They're kind of forced to take care of everything, or mommy tells you shut the fuck up, stop crying, or you know, like
it's a lot of suppression.
Exactly, and I kind of feel for. I'm one of those females. That's why I said it's kind of not intimidating being around them, because I understand.
Right.
I understand. You know, you gotta be like that.
Okay.
It's okay. I kind of would rather you be like that and not be, you know, anything less than that. You know, even though, I mean, it's kind of hard to say without, like, saying the wrong thing. But
we don't do that here.
Nah, for real. Like, because, you know, some
here.
people, like, man.
It don't matter, because
I like a masculine man. So a lot of things that, you know, I think they're more intimidated by me.
Okay.
Because it's more so like, damn, well, I don't know how she's dealing with this shit. Or, you know, like, certain things don't really bother her too much, you know, like it would the next female.
Right.
That might be a little more emotional or not emotionally connected.
But that's when people got to step in and be like, oh, wow, everybody's not the same just because you got the same gender or whatever classification. It's, I don't know. I think when we step into spaces like that, it makes people, it's forcing people to see us for who we are instead of just like, oh, she's a girl. Have you done any meaningful pieces on yourself? Because I know you be tattooing yourself.
Yeah, I do. Have I done a meaningful piece? Yes and no. I mean, like, I've done, like, a little, you can't really see on camera like that for real, but I've done, like, a couple pieces.
Okay,
I know this is pretty meaningful, I guess. I know I did this, the Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay. The Raiders is definitely meaningful, because, you know, that's my baby's favorite team. But Lance loved the Raiders. Okay. And I did it myself. I was just upside down just doing it.
That's so cool. When did you start doing that? Like, practicing on yourself, I guess?
Since day one.
Okay.
Not even gonna lie.
She said straight out the gate.
As I got my machine, I ended up doing the Vita Loca on my eye, under my eye.
Yeah.
The little dots.
Okay, you got them on both sides. And what are they called?
Vita Loca.
And what
it means my crazy life.
Living a vida loca. Okay, yeah, I know that's. Okay.
I was in the mirror. I was just like, yeah.
That's what's up. I don't know if I could do that. It's like waxing. I can't wax myself. I
can't
gotta
wax
get that.
myself either.
That's just
but
no.
I can tattoo myself.
Okay. Now, when it comes to your clients, how do you connect with them through your art?
For one, I would just say I like clean work.
Yeah.
I know my work probably is not the cleanest compared to some artists, because I do have freaking fan favorites. Like, I love a lot of tattoo artists around. And I be looking at their work and I'm like, shit, like, I know I got shit to work on. But I love clean work though, so like that would be a way. Just like making their dreams come true, like that
Yeah.
type of shit. I don't really know too much how to answer that question,
Okay.
but long as at the end of the day, I've given you, what you've asked for, and you're,
Like satisfied with the work.
there you go.
All right.
I was definitely looking for that word. It was on the tip of my tongue. As long as you're satisfied, and you love it, that's kind of like the great connection for me. That works for me.
All right. So we're gonna move on to the next segment real quick. I know we talked a little bit or briefly in the beginning about loss. We're gonna bring it back just a little bit.
Side.
How have you used your art to cope with grief and loss?
For one, obviously, what we in right now.
Exactly.
This is like, yeah. If my pops was here, I know for a fact he would definitely love what I got going on.
Yeah.
Definitely. For one, because I'm representing. We was big on representation.
Yeah.
Growing up, because it's just like, you are like who you. I'm gonna put it like this. Every time you step out the house, it's like, oh, that's Jean's kid.
Right. Right.
Oh, okay, I know Jean's parents. Okay. So it's like whatever you do as Jean's daughter or son, it shows a lot what's going on in the household, or not even in the household, but just like
The values
one-on-one
and stuff.
time.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like, so exactly, values, because a lot of shit going on right now. I'm not really like cool with it a lot. The way like the kids being raised,
Right.
the way that the kids are reacting to different things. Us as like kind of the new adults now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, growing up, I used to be like, I've always been a God-fearing child, always. So with that being said, I've always been like a parent-fearing child. Like,
Right.
not like that. Like, I'm scared of my parents, but shit.
You know when to stop.
Like, and I would never sit there and disrespect my elders, but the kids these days, we're like the new adults. Like, I'm telling you, like, people that was our age back then, I still gave them respect.
Right.
And they were like 24, 25, something like that, you feel me? And I never even thought about, even if they wasn't an old person, disrespecting.
Right.
Kids these days, they'll walk by and just be like, fuck you, bitch. Nah, but that should be throwing me off a little bit, just a little bit, because it's like, damn,
nobody
man,
raising
like,
them.
yeah, like, where's the love? Where's the one-on-one time? You don't gotta beat your kid all the time, but it's like, shit, like,
discipline them enough to
morals,
know.
like some mannerism, shit that matters.
Give them a foundation.
Yeah, foundation.
I know I speak about this on some other episodes, but I feel like with the workforce making it to where we have to work so much, and I know like a lot of us grew up with parents my parents made time.
Yeah.
I mean,
even with work. But I do understand that. I'm not even gonna lie. I was kind of like touching that base earlier.
Yeah.
I don't like want to say I regret how we treated our parents growing up, but I do at the same time, because it's like, for them to be trying to take care of bills, take care of their personal problems, mental illness is a thing. You feel me? That gets put to the side. So all of that shit wrapped in one. Plus, now I gotta take care of my kids. I gotta put something on the table for them to eat. I gotta take care of when we break down. Food, everything that matters, and they gotta do that shit. It's kind of like, damn, man, like,
we should
be a little bit more easier on them, because it's like, it's so much going on in this world, and it didn't really take me until getting out in the world to notice, like, sheesh, man, like, and to think too, it's like, damn, I know when I have a kid that this child's probably gonna give me hell.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Like, just a little bit. Like, it ain't gonna be like, because I wasn't raised like that. I think my kid's gonna be pretty, like, if I'm Like, I know the way I think and everything like that. I know my child is going to have no choice but to do the same. But you can't dictate that because it's like, shit, you got people that was raised the right way, but they still chose the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know? So,
and that's just life. And on top of that, it's like with Ray, I feel like you made a comment, but I'm gonna bring it back. The way that we have to be honest when we do decide to have kids with the kids, because like you said, we really didn't know to what extent things were happening. Mm-hmm. So we didn't have that factor of, oh, let me relax.
Let me relax.
You know?
And even if we did, I be thinking about that too. Like, that's why sometimes our parents will keep certain things from us, because it's not that I'm keeping it from you, like I don't want you to know, but it's not like you're gonna really understand it right now, you know. And I could see why like we didn't, you know, like have that chill mode, because it's like, even if they said, boom, bro, you're acting out and I just lost 300 today,
right?
What the fuck
does that mean?
Like, you know,
I think it definitely depends on
us.
Yeah.
Know?
Which it shouldn't be on the child, and it shouldn't be on the child. It's just more so like, I guess it comes with age and the maturity of your child, and how much do they understand?
Right.
Are you giving them that? Because sometimes I do think that parents and like educators underestimate the sponges that kids can be, and that they can understand more than we give them credit for.
Right.
But because we like, that's it, they just kid.
They're not gonna understand. And I do feel that. I think what it is too, though, is that sometimes we do underestimate. But I'm telling you, like, it's something about, like, growing up. I know certain things because my parents was real, like blunt. We all from Jersey, like I said. We moved to Covington, though, so it's like, shit, like, I claim both. But naturally, the whole household is some, like, rough shit. So it's so everything that was going on, there wasn't too much that was hid. But as I think about it now in life, certain things growing up, it wasn't like registering, however you say that word, it's R-E. It wasn't connecting, light bulb, ding, ding, ding.
Right.
But it's like, now as I think about it, I be like, yo, so that's why my mother did that.
Right.
Or that's why my dad did that. You feel me? Or whatever the case may be, you know? It took a little experience and me going through it for me to be like, you know, okay, I understand. I understand what's going on now. And I understood it back then, but it was just like a surface of understanding.
Right.
And not more so of actually, like,
the why.
Roots. Yeah, like the whole boom, like, you feel me? Sheesh. But yeah. All of them would be happy. All of them would love the impact. Everybody. Like, I'm doing for myself, man, and a lot of people around here ain't doing, you know, like they got their hand out.
Yeah, man. The opportunist rate is ridiculously high these days. Nobody does things just to, you know, do it.
If you could see it, you could touch it, you can obtain it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm real big on that, man. I'd rather take the hard route out.
Yeah.
I don't want the shortcuts. That's why I was saying earlier, like, shit, like, I really took the tattooing serious, because it's like, I gotta work for something, yo. I can't keep doing what I've been doing, you know. Like I said, I caught my first felony at 17, and even that could have went a little different than how it went.
But you got another chance, you know.
Exactly. And you gotta take that chance and run with it and actually do right by it.
Yeah, that's hey, clock it, clock it. Cause like literally, especially with the part, like, you basically saying you have to give yourself some type of purpose, whether it's the right purpose or not. Like, once you got that, like, you know what, I'm gonna try this hobby, and like, now I'm gonna make it a passion.
A chance.
Yeah,
that's all. I know. I hate to say it, but I mean, shit. Before I even tried to do it, I was working a couple jobs or whatever. But shit, as soon as I hit 18, I hit the strip club. Hate to say it, but strokers Strokers, that was my shit. Like, I would be in Strokers. I was in Strokers for like 2 years, working there for 2 years.
Okay.
I wasn't really like every night type of person, but yeah, like stripping, anything in that nature. Not selling coochie,
Right.
but stripping.
It's a difference.
Dancing at the parties, the house parties and shit like that. I was on it and I had a few friends, like, they know how my life was
right.
at that point in time, you know. I was just wanting some fast money. But when I tell you, when I took tattoo serious, everything, it was like I don't need none of that.
Because it's laid out for
I'm
you.
making legit money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to steal from nobody. I don't need to rob nobody. I don't need to do anything that isn't legit because this is the way that I need to be going. You feel me?
Yes.
So my thing is I be seeing, and same thing, like your mother, your daddy could tell you something, and it makes a wise person when you listen and follow someone's mistakes, or not follow someone's mistakes, but learn from their mistakes and try and take a different route.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, oh, well, shit, my life not gonna go like that because we're too
Let me try it.
All right, you feel me? But they just told you how that route was gonna go.
Right. Take heed.
Exactly. So my thing is, all the little strippers that be coming out of high school, my nigga, go live. Go live first. Try to work that 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Try it. You feel me?
You might, and the thing about it, you never know who you gonna meet at them 9 to 5s.
Yeah, like, you didn't even live, my nigga. You didn't even try anything. Like, you know, try everything before you make that option, like, your first option.
Yeah.
You know, take some risk and then swing back if it don't work out.
Yeah, because it's always gonna be there.
Yeah,
so,
facts.
Yeah.
And that shit is degrading, too. Like, you know, that shit is degrading as fuck. Strip life, all that shit, OnlyFans. I just the other day was like, I'm about to delete my Twitter. I cannot understand, like, I'm comfortable with my body, but I don't know, man. Yeah. I think it's just the era. I was just like, fuck it, you know?
Your frontal lobe is developing. You finna 25, right? You about to be 25, right? Mm-hmm. It's developing.
I think so, because I'm just like, yo, the other day, I hate to say this on here, but I don't even care. Like I said, I got a Twitter, and I want to delete it, and I don't know when I want to delete it. I don't know why. Something's like, keep it, don't delete it. But I do want to delete it because for real, the other day, I had 2 clients hit me up. They like, yo, I seen you on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I got a Facebook. They was like, nah, I seen you on Facebook. I was like, wait, what's going on, goddamn?
Oh, you saw me.
So, you saw me.
Oh, gosh, you.
So, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, yo, send me the link real quick. Let me see what's going on. So,
Yeah.
like, I go to the link, and I'm like, damn, like, somebody acting like it's me. But all that shit degrading. I'm looking at the comments. I'm like, yeah, thank you. But then I'm just like, yeah.
Like, what does it all mean at the end of the day?
Yeah, like, what is it really? You feel me? Like, now my coochie is going around.
Oh my! The internet is forever. That's what they say.
Dead ass. And I really was kicking back, thinking about that shit. I was like, damn. But, you know, at the end of the day, everything comes with growth, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything comes with growth.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, like, because I don't know. Obviously, I don't know your whole story. I only know what you put out, and if I see it, look.
Yeah, right.
But no, like, I was just talking to one of my other younger brothers like 2 days ago, and he was just like, since he stopped talking and being on social media, he been making like a lot of bad decisions and stuff. But he was telling me, like, I'm learning from it. I just want to be a better man for my future wife and my future kids. I'm like, that's growth right there. Like, that's good enough. At least
you can see.
Yes.
It's like, as long as you can notice it, that is the strongest thing to me. Because at the end of the day, you got people out here that don't fucking notice it, and they just be doing shit.
Or they choose to ignore it.
Yes, that too. That's number one. They be like, man, I know I got a problem, but shit, Shit, it's
Yeah.
life. Nah, it's not life. You got a chance. You feel me? Every day that you wake up, you have a chance
Yeah.
to change your situation. You have a chance to grow. Because a lot of people can't. Like, a lot of people don't fucking wake up. A lot of people be in the hospital, fucked up, can't do nothing. You feel me?
They keep
or
on
in
choosing,
jail,
yeah.
like, or and that's number one. Like, shout out to everybody that's behind them walls. Like, my nigga, I mean, not everybody, because if you fucking touching females that don't need to be touched or babies, I can't really vouch for you. But for them boys that, or even the females, like, because when I was locked up, there's a lot of strong females behind the walls that got families. It's a lot of males that I know that have families and they ready to come home to them families, and they're a strong puzzle piece in their family. But boy, like, does that shit take up so many, like, unnecessary ass months and years and weeks, you feel me, when you could be out here doing other things developing your life, like, man, off of one decision or whatever the fuck happened in that moment in time that you could have changed.
Yeah. People don't, I think a lot of people don't know how much power they actually have over their life. Like, when you start manifesting and attracting all these different positive energies, stuff unfolds for you.
How we was saying earlier when you was like that top 5 people that's in your life.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Shit. You start changing the people around you for real, that is what's gonna change.
Yes.
You know, and I ain't gonna lie, as I get older, I notice that, you know, my circle is small, but I can't get up here and say I do everything by myself.
It's valuable. That's the value in it.
Like, nobody can do anything by themselves. You're always gonna need a shoulder to lean on. No matter how many times I want to get up and say fuck everybody and I want to do everything by myself, I can't.
Yeah.
But I know that, you know, as long as my team is cool, like, those, it might not be 5, but, you know, like, it ain't too many. But at the end of the day, as long as those people
it's
that
enough.
I know, you know, like, that village.
Yeah.
Because it takes a village. All right?
Yeah.
As long as I know that village is cool and I can depend on everybody in that village and everybody is, you know, loyalty is one thing, but all I ask in life is honesty and respect.
Yeah.
Because you could be loyal to me and still do some crazy ass shit, you know, or, you know. But all I ask for is honesty and respect, and we cool from here. You know, we could make something work.
I know that's right.
You know.
Okay, so last segment is gonna be on finding strength and moving forward. First question is, who or what has helped you the most during your healing process?
Who or what has helped me the most during my healing process?
Because, girl, your story is so powerful, and the fact that you can keep going every day. Yeah.
Honestly, I would definitely say my older brother, Chris.
Okay.
I do want to say that. He's definitely there. I know when my mom passed, he took us in, and he was damn near my age right now.
Yeah.
So imagine taking 3 kids, and you got me, I'm 15, my sister at the time was like maybe 14, 13.
Yeah.
And then my little brother was probably like 8 or 7 or some shit like that. So, like, you being not even 30 yet, you're only like 24, 25, and you got to take 3 kids in. My boy, you didn't even get to live your life. You know? And that's how I look at it. You know, when he had his first child coming, he has 3 babies now. He's like 32, maybe. I don't know. He's a fucking old ass man. But 30's not old. But I just be talking. But yeah, I definitely would say he's a great member. My godmom, I love her. She came right on time.
Yeah.
Right on time. Barbara, I love her for real. She's helped me. And even with Lance passing away, both of them, you know, especially my older brother. So when everything happened that night, with my boyfriend passing, he got hit by a car. We were on the highway, and they admitted him to Grady. So, with that being said, they admitted him in the ICU.
Yeah.
I
Emotions.
still go through this shit to this day, man. Like, for one, with it being that he was with me and it was only me and him, it's like so much backlash, you feel me? And it's like, that was like, I'm not even gonna lie, the worst part of losing him was losing him. Because that was my dog.
Yeah.
That was my dog. You feel me? Like, I'd do anything to just get that night back. You feel me? 100.
Yeah.
But the another thing that was like top two, like right next in line, was everybody started going against me. And I think that was like the most painful shit I had to deal with. It really put me in a zone like I don't even want to be here no more, you know?
Yeah.
And for me to get like that, that's why I say my brother definitely, you know, cause at the end of the day, it was me and him in that car that night. And yeah, we got into it, but he didn't. We both was like going back and forth and everything, you know, like we're saying certain things or whatever. But as we're saying certain things, mind you, it's like 4:00 in the morning.
Right.
We're coming from this club, the Bomb, on Evans Mill. Bro, like, and I wasn't even lit like that. I probably had like one drink, but he had like a couple drinks.
Yeah.
Like, he was lit. But we was cool. But it was just like, me and him was like, we was cool. We was like, together we was great. It was like them bad times, they hit hard. Like we both like,
Yeah.
like, fuck. But it was just one of them nights, bro. And I always remember, like, I could tell we was going back and forth, but it was like 4 a.m., you know, and the highway is pitch black from where we was riding at.
Yeah.
So it was like, I could tell he could see what I was seeing, and that it wasn't no lights behind us, you know? And shit, man, my boy was rolling up, and he, like, blew some weed in my face or some shit like that while I was driving. Like, bro, we was just fucking, like, I'm just like, fuck, I just wish we made different decisions, bro. Like, one thing that shit taught me was, like, in anger, that mistake that you make, that move that you make in anger, you cannot take that back.
Yeah.
You know? And that is the scariest shit about that shit. But, man, as soon as my boy blew that shit in my face, I'm like, yo, why would you do that? I slowed down. And I think me slowing down, because we're on the highway.
On the highway, right.
And I'm not, like, man, we both was just, like our minds wasn't, like, where they should have been. And I think he just, like, was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm finna get out the car. We had a thing for jumping out of cars. I don't know why. And I know that I got, like, 2 friends that could vouch for that shit because, like, they were around us sometimes and we would get into arguments and we'll be in cars. I'll never forget at this pool party, he got mad. We got mad because my friend started fighting this other girl and it was, like, too much going on. But, you know, like, it was real hot. So he was like, as the nigga in the situation, like, why are y'all, you feel me? You should have controlled your friend. Now y'all got me. I'm the nigga. I gotta goddamn beat a man. And man, he hop out the whip. I'm like, but anyways, that night, yeah, like I said, we had a thing for just doing crazy shit. Like, so he jumped out. And when he jumped out, there was a car that was coming, like, behind me. Because I was in the middle lane.
Right.
So it's crazy, like, and they're not trying to hit the back of my car.
Right.
So he's trying to hop out and go to, like, we're right on, like, West Ave at that point. It's like a QT over there. So he's like, boom, the exit right there. shit happened. He blew shit in my face. He tries to hop out the car, and right when he tries to hop out, it's like she wasn't trying to hit me. She went in the slow lane. You feel me?
Right.
And he was like in the midst of trying to get over to like hopping out, trying to goddamn run across. I'm like, you know, that backlash of everybody, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like it's a few people that definitely like they were hearing me around that time, but it's just like it still wasn't like in my head. I was just like, shit, maybe it is my fault. You feel me? Like, you know, I could have did a lot of things different. I could have been more quiet.
Yeah.
You know, not everything deserves a reaction, but a lot of people were, you know, there for me. A lot of people were, but there were, and like I said, I still deal with this shit to this day.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget. I'll never forget. I still, like, even when it still comes in there, like, I'll never forget who, like, put me to the side or, like, tried to downplay me.
Yeah.
You know, in that time when I really needed that affection or that
support.
love,
Yeah.
that support. Because I just lost somebody, too, that meant something to me. You know?
You good,
But
man. You good.
and you good, you could keep this, man. Like, this the raw. This is Niyah.
I'm
this
over
is
here
lady.
trying not to cry with
this
you.
This is lady, you feel me? This is my life. I
Yeah.
go through the craziest shit, but I still, like, I'm not perfect, my nigga. I'm not, but I still try and, like, keep going. I have a purpose, you know? Yeah, you feel me? That right there, losing somebody, that's gotta be, like, the, like, top 5 of my fucked up, like, why I'm so thrilled or, like, why I act the way I do, like, you know? And honestly, like, even if somebody didn't know me, they could probably tell, like, yo, like, she's probably been through some things the way she acts. But most people, they don't even know, like, you know, they be like, oh, yeah, like, damn, like, I never knew you even went through half of the shit you went through. Like, hell yeah, because I try to, like, still
keep it at bay.
Yeah, you feel me? Because everybody got shit going on. Like, at that time, it's like, yeah, I feel how I feel, but how does Lance's mother feel?
Right.
How does Lance's father feel? You feel me? How does goddamn his little sisters feel? Like, you know, how does his son first and foremost feel? Like, those are people that need him too.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not only about, oh yeah, like, she lost him, man, she should be taken care of, her feelings. I didn't care about anybody caring about my feelings for real, but at the same time, I just took note. You know, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I love his family. His family is, like, the best family ever. You feel me? Like, still to this day, I try and, like, tap in, you know, that they my babies too, you feel me? And, you know, even I don't know 100% how everybody feels, but I mean, all I can do is just keep his legacy going.
Yeah, exactly. You doing your part.
That was my promise, you know? And until the day I take my last breath, it's gonna forever be him, you know?
I respect that.
No matter who I fuck with, no matter, you know, what the case is, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
girl
over here.
Girl.
But yeah, that's Niyah. That's lady, man. Like, I can't be nobody but myself. I can't. That's what makes me me.
Yeah.
You know.
Your story is very unique. With how everything played out. And I know probably other people, like we said earlier, people go through less, people go through more. But what advice would you have for somebody who's dealing with loss?
For one, I'm real spiritual.
Yeah.
Real spiritual. I honestly think that they are still with us. I don't take that lightly. You know. Now, if you get to reading or listening, a lot of shit, like, everybody has opinions, everybody has theories, you know. But, like, you know, I know some people like to say that sometimes who you think is around you isn't who you think is around you, type of situation. Like, it might be the jinn, the devil.
Got you. Okay.
But I like to, and I mean, we don't really know what the hell is going on up there. Nobody's came back and told me nothing. I understand, you feel me? Like, I'm Muslim. I've been raised Muslim.
Right.
So I know what I was taught. And I know, you know, Christians got their way or whatever, but ain't nobody came back. Well, I don't know. See, they be saying Jesus came back and everything. I don't like talking about shit like this.
No, I feel. I'm a universe type of girl.
But ain't nobody came back from what I could see and said, yo, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. This is who this is. But I do 100% believe there is a God.
Yes.
That is what I do believe, all right? And I do believe that I believe that God is going to allow us to see a little bit, because if we could see everything, that we would lose our fucking mind. And it would be too much for us. Yeah.
I tell people all the time, everybody and nobody at the same time, like, we have that God complex in us. So with that, to make it as simple as possible, because we don't even understand our own brain at times and our own mind and the process that it goes through to keep us alive, you know? Like, you don't think about staying alive while you sleep or when you're doing anything, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like your brain gonna take care of that. I'm not thinking, oh, let me make sure I breathe. You know, make sure I blink
your eyes, yo, facts.
Like, nobody thinks about that because we have that comfortability where we don't have to worry about that type of thing. And I think, honestly, like, even when I had lost my sight, like I was telling y'all earlier, like, that made me, when I did get it back, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I could see again. You know, like, I don't take that for granted. I don't take that lightly. With my health, even these past few years, because I've only been diabetic for about 5 years, give or take. And it's just like, it's showed me so many different things and give me like a different understanding of a lot of things.
It makes you more grateful about a lot too. You know, most definitely.
I grant a lot of people grace. That's one of my biggest things. Like, I gotta grant myself grace, because if I don't, I'm gonna crash out.
Yeah.
And nobody want to see Taisha crash out.
Nah, for sure. I've definitely had to experience a lot of that. With anything I do, period, though, in life as I get older. That's why I say, for one, I think losing Lance taught me that, though, to kind of just, sometimes just chill, step back. Let me tell you something. One thing, a smart man, a wise man, not just a man, a woman, just human, period. A smart man goes home. All right? It don't matter what's going on. If somebody else is coming towards you and, they're irate, all right, bro, I'll be the pussy. I will. Because at the end of the day, I want to go home.
Be like, you got it.
I want to go home.
Yeah.
Certain things just not risk losing it all for, especially like things that you have worked for, like going home. A smart man goes home is different levels. You feel me? Like right now, I've built this,
Yeah.
with the help of others too, but this is me, So I wouldn't be out here just fighting bitches and getting locked up because I'm trying to fucking make some bread. You feel me? Like, just because Susie made me mad don't mean that I got to punch her in her face.
Right.
I'm just going to have to figure out a way to goddamn figure it out.
Yeah. All right, well, I want to thank you for coming here today.
I appreciate
it. I know. I wanted to hug you like a long time. I know how. Oh, man. But no, like, I really am grateful that you were able to share your story with me and my audience today.
I needed it. I'm not even gonna lie. I definitely did. I had some shit on my chest. I could tell. Even, like, answering the questions, it's kind of like, it opened me up a little bit instead of just being like, like, shit, everybody ain't gotta know nothing. But shit, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, it comes with it.
It does. But, you know, because my platform, don't bite your tongue. Oh, I mean it. Don't
Nah, for real.
say what you got to say, because at the end of the day, this space is to heal, you know. And it's therapeutic for me to hear y'all, and like you just said, like it helped you.
Yeah,
That
like
makes
it's
me
on
so
some,
happy.
I feel like I just went through a therapy session, like low key, like swear, like I'm like, God damn, like
They call me doctor at work.
Laughed, I done cried, and crying is crazy, but I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of people, that's why we have a lot of mental issues out here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like because people are holding the shit in. People don't have people to talk to, man.
Yeah.
Like I just broke down in front of Asia the other day. Like, man, what? Cause sometimes I get tired, but at the end of the day, this is the life I chose.
Yeah.
You know, I know. You know, I didn't get into this thinking that it was gonna be easy.
Right.
You know, so
you got into it because you knew it was gonna be worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know, it's gonna pay off eventually.
Yeah.
So this is all it takes, all it's worth.
All right, tell the people where they can find you at.
All right, so my Instagram is Lady Z Piercings. Okay, no underscores, no periods, nothing. Lady Z Piercings and PML Tattoos. That's my baby, Lance Davis. Y'all could check him out too. His work is great. Y'all could definitely look forward to a lot coming.
Yeah.
We going global, man. If you got issues, I do want to just say this before I leave. If you feel like you going through something crazy, yo, this too shall pass. You feel me? This shit is small things to a giant. Yeah. You know, you gonna be great, and just keep pushing. Find you something that you could stick with. Find you something that you could love and make the money from doing something that you love. Mm-hmm. And yo, represent, man. Represent for the ones who love you. Represent from where you come from. I'm coming out of Covington, Georgia. Everybody hates Covington.
No, they really do.
But
they do.
But let me tell you something. I fucking love Covington, bro. I'm not out there no more because it be a lot going on. It's easy to get in the mix in Covington, but I fucking love Covington, bro. Like 162, baby, all day, every day, Long Creek. You feel me? But I love it. It's a lot of superstars in Covington that are not known because people be downplaying, you feel me? But it's a lot of us out there that came from fucking nothing and we making that shit work, period. Alright?
Y'all heard what she said.
Love.
Well, I'm Taisha. That was Niyah. And we promise we won't bite our tongue. We'll see y'all guys next time. Bye.